record this to the cloud. We are going to stream live on Facebook. Live to Facebook. I hope I'm not the only one that talks to myself as like.
Oh, you're not. Just so you know.
Okay, share to my page that I manage.
I'll start a watch party.
Oh, cool. I'm still learning how to do all that one stuff. Hey, Tony. Beautiful. Okay, so live over there on Facebook, and we are recording over here. Oh. So I'm in my office, so it'll be like really fun to see how great my Wi-Fi is here. All right, perfect. It looks like we are up and going. Trish, are you on Facebook?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see it?
I'm getting on there now. So.
Okay, so it's going to be on the holistic side. Okay, we are happening now. I see it up on Facebook. Okay, so hello everybody. Today we are going to be talking about essential oils and kids and how we can help support our kids as well as ourselves using some of these methods with the essential oils. So one of the most important things that we want to start with, so for those who are watching at home or live, I'm Kristen Coes. I'm the owner of The Sanctuary. It's a holistic healing center where we're learning how to pivot ourselves during this beautiful COVID time and being able to support ourselves with natural methods as well as our friends and family and coworkers. So today we're going to be talking about essential oils and children. And so whether you've used essential oils for a long time or are a brand new beginner to using essential oils, we are going to help parents especially kind of sort out any concerns that they might have about using essential oils with their children. So it's one of the most important things that I do for my kids is being able to feel like every single day I am giving my children the support that they absolutely need, but also making sure that they're reduced to toxicity. Making sure that the products they use from their shampoo, conditioners to soaps and body washes and lotions, toothpaste, anything that they're consuming, putting in their body is also safe and natural for them. So it is important to keep in mind to consult with your child's physician or their health specialist if there are any specific health concerns or conditions that your child may have. However, using essential oils can help support any type of ailment or condition that your child is already managing or you're already managing with yourself. And so essential oils are pure, safe, natural, and extremely effective. And so when you're using your essential oils, just know that you're doing the best that you can for yourself and your children. So essential oils, yes, are completely safe. They're very effective, and they've been used throughout our world since ancient times. For example, the Egyptians, like I've mentioned in a couple of the videos in the past, they've frequently used their essential oils for beauty treatments and also rituals. And many essential oils were used in China to promote wellness for many centuries as well. Many parents these days are super concerned about their children's health and thinking that essential oils are a fad, but realistically essential oils have been around for so many years and so many centuries. It's easy to see right now this fad of the essential oils. You know, I was walking in Costco and there was a conditioner, it said Pantene with essential oils. And, you know, you kind of realize that right now, this is the greatest market for it, right? People being concerned about their health, but also, you know, hearing about it more frequently. So what you want to know is that there are lots of essential oils out there, and how you choose the correct essential oil is very important. You want to make sure that the oils that you're using have been thoroughly tested and that they're pure, they're potent. And this is why a lot of parents feel so confident with doTERRA essential oils, because doTERRA has all of that testing done for you. A lot of the essential oils that you can buy, you know, just over the counter at Walmart, Target, you know, that are infused into products like I just mentioned, you know, from Costco, those are typically a synthetic fragrance that is labeled essential oil, and maybe it has, you know, 50-51% essential oil in it, but then the rest is just filled with a bunch of not so great stuff. So making sure that you're using an essential oil that has a very high set standard is just kind of my little disclaimer to you. Making sure that what, again, you're putting on your child's body and your body is very, very pure. And so we're going to talk a little bit about the best way that you can use your essential oils, and making sure that you're using them properly and that you're educated, so that way you know that the oils that you're using yourself as well as on your children are going to be the best. And making sure that you also really thoroughly read the labels is going to be another suggestion I have for you. Because you want to make sure that when you're applying a product to your child, that it is diluted and it is safe. And especially like if there's any oils that you put on their skin, that it's set and ready for your child, not put on just straight from the bottle, because that can actually be very harmful. So we're going to go over a couple general safety guidelines that are very important for you to remember when you're using essential oils with yourself or your children. So this is a little safety tip for your dosing and dilution. Feel free to take a little snapshot of this because it is really important to remember that when you're using essential oils on children, then the kid is not really a tiny adult, right? They have a much lower body mass and they're still developing. So their bodies and skin are far more sensitive than ours as adults. Essential oils, especially the doTERRA essential oils, are extremely potent. So a little bit of the essential oil goes a very long way, especially when we're dealing with our children. So as you can see from this chart, children require a much smaller dose of the essential oil than the adults do. And when it comes to aromatic, topical, and internal use, there's a different guideline for that as well. So when you are using the dermal, that is topical, you want to make sure that it is diluted appropriate to age. The internal refers to taking the essential oils via capsule, which we typically do not do with a child, but it is considered oral. So like if you're drinking the essential oils or you're adding it into like a child's smoothie for a little bit older child that is consuming food at that point, you just always want to be very thoughtful with how it is that you are giving your child these essential oils or exposing them. So I would say for my children, they do use essential oils internally in a smoothie, but it's a very, very low dose. And then I usually just make my smoothie separate when I use my essential oils internally with my children. So one of the best ways to safely use the essential oils on the skin of the delicate skin of a child is to dilute it. And I particularly favor fractionated coconut oil to dilute the essential oils before applying it to my children. It's a way that I know I'm protecting my child's very sensitive skin. And while you're giving them the benefit of the essential oil topically, they're also going to be receiving that benefit aromatically as well. And so it's probably one of the easiest ways to be able to apply or to be able to get your child exposed to essential oils is by using a little bit of a roller bottle is what we call them. I don't have available. In a little bit, I'm teaching a class. So speaking of kids and a kid class, I've got my little child with me here at the office. She's a little scruffy looking, so apologize. But this is Mallory. Say hello. Hi. Do you love your essential oils? Mm-hmm. Okay, can you go sit back down for a minute and let me finish my class? I'll do that afterwards. After, maybe. Oh, merch that YouTube tries to sell. So you can use essential oils for your children to do a huge amount of things, increasing their happiness or calming a child down. Their aromatic benefits are fantastic for some of these conditions or some of these situations our children are in. If you are trying to get your kid to have feelings of relaxation, or you're trying to promote confidence, encouragement, things like that, the essential oils are all so fantastic to be able to help our children through that. So we can always discuss privately if you have questions on dilution, based upon your child's age. But that was just a basic chart for your children, or for dilution of essential oils for your children. So while children can use safely a single essential oil or an essential oil blend, or many of those products that we have from doTERRA, it's also really important to keep in mind that doTERRA essential oil supplements are designed for adults, should not be taken for the children. So doTERRA came out with their own child product. So you can get your child some amazing nutrients by giving them the doTERRA A to Z capsules, which are their chewables. They're really yummy. To give your child the nutrition that they need, the extra support, to be able to give them a good vitamin that, again, just like our essential oils, has been thoroughly tested and has been designed just especially for children. And something that my kids absolutely love taking because they are so yummy, and there's going to be one that I talk about in a little while. So safety tip really quick to remind you, as I've mentioned for adults as well, it's really important that we're focusing on areas of sensitivity. So a child's body is definitely more sensitive than an adult. So it's really important that you avoid certain areas, especially when you're applying the oils to the skin. There's some areas that should completely be avoided, and then some other areas that you just kind of use very thoughtfully and very sporadically. The sensitive areas to be avoided are the eyes, of course, and always making sure if you apply oils to the hands, back of hands, things like that, or forearms, kids tend to rub themselves. So just very thoughtful when you are applying it to hands, forearms, areas that can encounter our eyes. And around, yes? Oh goodness, give me a few minutes. 2 minutes. Can you do it for yourself? Okay, just give me 1 second, okay? So also to making sure that they're not, you're not placing in the ears, in the nose, or any broken or damaged skin. And there is a way to do that, like we make a magic cream, and we use that for any broken skin areas. So that is a recipe that I will make sure I post because I didn't add that to a slide. So another big, huge safety tip, especially right now, is that essential oils are sensitive to sunlight. Not all essential oils. So if you check the bottles, it will say, no sun exposure for up to 12 hours. And if it is, it's typically a citrus oil, you want to avoid any sunlight or UV rays, and it will have that on the label. And it can actually burn the skin. So you want to just make sure that you are looking at the essential oil labels to make sure that the oil that you are using is not of a citrus oil or does not contain, if it is a blend, does not contain a citrus oil in there, because we want to ensure safety for our children as well as ourselves. And even if it is a diluted essential oil with that does have that in there, you want to make sure that, again, it is really safe and it doesn't have those citrus oils in there. And if it is an oil that has the citrus oils in there, you can apply it under the clothing, on the bottoms of the feet, and or in the evening when you know that you're not going to have any sun exposure for up to 12 hours. So you wouldn't want to put like a lemon or something that contained a citrus oil like citrus bloom on your chest and go out into the sun. So you want to just be thoughtful about the oils that you are using for yourself. And so when you are storing your essential oils, kids love the essential oils, especially some of the more yummy scents or like wintergreen and things of that, because it does smell pretty delicious. So one of the most important safety guidelines when it comes to using your essential oils and you're at home with the kids is to keep them out of reach of the children. It's hard for children to understand exactly how powerful and potent these essential oils are. So it's important that you supervise your children when they are using oils, like if they're a little bit of an older child. Supervision when they're using their essential oils, but then also keeping the essential oils in a very safe place is very, very key. And so you just want to make sure that the children know that mom and dad are there to help you or help them use their essential oils. And then also 2 ways to help get your children to use essential oils. So in addition to using essential oils aromatically, topically, and internally, there are lots of kid-friendly ways to use essential oils that might be very appealing for children. And it's a great way to give them some exposure to these amazing health benefits that the essential oils can provide. So if your child doesn't like the taste of essential oils, like I said, you can add a drop into some water, but you sneak it in a smoothie. That's how I do it with these ones, is I sneak their essential oils like wild orange and grapefruit and lemon and spearmint, basil, all of those fun things into their smoothies, because I know their amazing health benefits are so good for them. Like if they're dealing with a little respiratory issue, then adding a drop of peppermint into a smoothie, or like a chocolate, what we call chocolate milkshake, which is chocolate protein powder and a little peppermint, and it's so yummy, right? And so it helps the kids know that, well, helps me as a parent know that I'm giving my kids great nutrition as what they think is a snack, and as well some essential oils to help them with whatever ailments that they're experiencing at that current moment. Pancakes is another great way to sneak essential oils in. We make special pancakes, and I will sometimes add like a hint of On Guard. I do that with our oatmeal as well. And so yeah, lots of different fun things that you can do, lots of recipes, cookies, ice creams, whatnot. Popsicles are usually just like blended fruits and veggies with some essential oils in there. So lots of different ways. I can link in the comments some great ways that we can use essential oils in order to be able to help. Oh goodness, did I just zoom through way too much? Fun crafts that we've done. We've made soap. You could do diffuser jewelry. Bath time, every single night we use what I call my chill out blend, which is just vetiver, peace, balance, and frankincense in their bathtub, and that knocks them out. Oh, we also add lavender. So lots of great ways to be able to just completely decompress. So doTERRA products doTERRA has lots of products that were designed specifically for children. Like I mentioned earlier, the vitamins, the A to Z vitamins. And then there's something about called PB Assist. doTERRA also has thoughtfully designed products that keep children in mind for how they're diluted, and how parents also too may not necessarily want to do the diluting on their own. So all of our same base essential oils that we have for our what we call family pharmacy kit, right, at my house is I have essential oils that I have on hand and I travel with, and I do not let them leave my side when we're out and about. because this is what I use for my family to have a very proactive way of taking care of ourselves and to support lots of different systems that our body has. So we have the doTERRA Breathe, which is an amazing essential oil to support our respiratory system. And right now we need all the respiratory support we can get. It's seasonal threat time, so we've got the little bit of his normal scratchy throat, sniffly nose, but we also have this beautiful thing that we have to be able to support that. Colds, coughs. The Breathe Touch roller is just pre-diluted, ready for us to be able to just whip out and use. Then you have the, I'm just gonna go by the picture, the oregano. Oregano is like nature's antibiotic, right? It's something that you can use when we were going to pools, you know, just kind of throwing a little bit on the bottoms of their feet before they walked through that nasty water where they could pick up all kinds of funkiness, right? If they're not feeling well, I do a protocol on their spine that does require lots of different layering of essential oils. And oregano is one that helps us be able to keep our immune system up and going. Deep Blue, whenever you've got those aches and pains, you know, these are great. We can use them on our children. We can use them on ourselves. Deep Blue is really good for soothing any muscles or natural aches and discomfort that our body tends to go through. And Digest Zen is another great essential oil. So when we're having a digestive upset, adults, children, rolling a little bit on your tummy helps the digestive process, as well as calming things down with that's happening inside of your gut, right? Frankincense, it's just the best. I leave this one by my bed, so I never end up taking it with me. So I've have a couple of them kind of stashed everywhere. Frankincense is just like that king of oils. It's good for everything, but it's mostly good for supporting our immune system, which we need a lot of right now. Melaleuca, which is also known as tea tree, is really good for cleansing, right? I always use Melaleuca before I come online because it's also the essential oil of communication. So you can learn the healing emotional benefits to essential oils as well as their physical benefits. And so Melaleuca is really good for cleaning, and love that one. Peppermint, if again, nasal passages are opened up or needing to be opened up, peppermint is a good one to just quickly inhale. Also too, if it's hot, you know, a little bit of peppermint on the back of the neck helps kind of cool the children down or yourself down. Lavender, bug bites, little burns, skin irritations, you know, from playing around in grass. Lavender helps calm the skin down as well as calm the mood down. So rubbing a little lavender up and down the spine. And then our On Guard is a great essential oil. It's our protective blend. It helps us be able to really support, again, our immune system. And now we moving into some of the emotional side of it. Pre-diluted rollers, which again are so fantastic. These are our emotional aromatherapy rollers, and emotions are pretty crazy these days. So these ones are not only designed for children, but for adults as well. And we've got the Cheer, the Console, Forgive, Motivate, Passion, and Peace. Cheer helps uplift our moods. So when a child or yourself feel like they're blue, down in the dumps, you know, kind of meh, or just kind of feeling hard to think positively, the Cheer is a great blend for that. Console, if a child is upset, having a difficult time, if they are needing a little, like what I call a hug in a bottle, this is a great one. Forgive, if a child's got lots of upset emotions, you know, that's a good one. Motivate, if you've got a kid that just wants to sit on the couch all day long, you know, just kind of get a little pep in their step, throw some Motivate on there. Passion is one that is a lovely scent. It's one that kind of helps invigorate. Take the key and go. Okay. 1 second. And then Peace, it kind of helps calm those wild, crazy emotions that children can have. And then doTERRA came out with, after we had all those beautiful blends, a couple years ago, doTERRA launched their kids line, where it is a blended amount of oils in each one of these bottles. And these are amazing. My kids, those You'll see in this little image here that there are little bottle caps that actually go on top of the bottle with like a carabiner, and those can clip to their backpacks. And they even came out with little flashcards for the kids to be empowered themselves and be able to learn how to use these essential oils and how to go to these essential oils. Now, my kids are a little bit older. My youngest is 7, my oldest is almost 11. And so I leave these on the bathroom counter because my kids are very well skilled at knowing exactly the safest way that they can use their essential oils. And I feel very confident that they know how to use their essential oils appropriately. Thinker is a focus blend for our children. Calmer is exactly that. It helps our children calm down. Rescuer is like our Deep Blue, but for kids without all of that like kind of intense hot cold sensation. It uses a spearmint instead, so it's great for aches and pains of those growing little bodies. And Stronger is an amazing essential oil. It has rose in there, and that will help us be able to support our children's immune systems. And Brave, because we all know that kids sometimes get a little nervous and anxious when they're moving into different situations, and they just need to feel brave. And then we have Steady. It's a grounding blend. It helps our children be able to have a little bit more sense of grounding before moving on throughout their day or through difficult situations. And the Tamer is a tummy blend. So instead of using the Digest Zen, we can use Tamer, which will help calm our kids' little bellies. Think about it too, if a child's constantly complaining of like a headache or a tummy ache. Sometimes it's not necessarily a headache or a tummy ache. Sometimes it's anxious feelings that we need to address. And so kind of digging a little bit deeper and giving them some emotional support in addition to the physical support. And then this we call Sugar Sticks. These are probiotics specifically designed for our kids' little tummy, and they are so delicious. So there's a little encapsulation within the probiotic itself, so it really helps support our children's digestive system. And then we have our A to Z chewable tablets, which help our children get the essential nutrients and vitamins that their bodies need on a daily basis. And then we have our IQ Mega, and our IQ Mega is our essential fatty acids, super great for brain growth, super good for skin and hair and everything that our children need to grow. And so I sneak this into smoothies and I sneak this into popsicles. I'm not afraid to give my kid a popsicle first thing in the morning because it's made of fresh berries and spinach and kale, and it has the omegas in there. And so as I mentioned last week, I am working on slowly incorporating outcomes for you as clients to be able to shop the feels and shop the outcome on my website, which is here, pleasanthillsanctuary.com, because it's not only about being able to provide a service, a physical service, but being able to provide education and also to giving people the opportunity to shop the outcome of what it is they're searching for. And so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, whether it's a Facebook Messenger request, it's a message through my website. If you have my cell phone, text me. My cell phone's on the website. You can email me. My email's on the website. But I'm here to be able to help coach you and guide you through so many different aspects of being able to help support yourself and your little ones and your friends and your families, especially now during this really challenging time that we're faced with. So thank you guys all so very much for joining me today, and I will chat with you soon. Do remember that next week we are on holiday and will not be having a class, so I will see you guys in 2 weeks. And I'm going to go ahead and end recording.